Welcome everyone to another video. It's been a hot minute since I made one of these, but this one's gonna be worth it, I promise, especially for those of you who have always wondered how to do something like this, which, if you can't read the title, the topic of this video is how to view older replays. Now, if you don't know what exactly this means, basically say you have a replay from, let's say, season 11 that you want to view in season 3, or the season 13 technically, then that is exactly what you can do with this. Now, keep in mind, it's going to be a bit buggy, especially if you're trying to look at, like, season 1, like, the middle, because it'll show up as the authority. But that's alright, gotta do what you gotta do to see that old replay clip that you always wanted to see. So to first start, we're gonna head over to our career tab, and we're gonna go over to replays. And then, as you can see, I have a bunch of replays. This is the live event. Some are usable when green, or I guess yellow with my colorblind settings, and some are, I guess, pink with my colorblind settings. Now, these I can view, these I cannot. And just so you know it's not fake, we're going to be using this as our example, the replay. So we're going to try and open it. As you can see, we just can't. Double tap, there's no play thing down here. We just cannot view this replay at the current moment, which is okay. So to view this replay, what I'm going to do is find some random replay up here, right? Doesn't matter how long. It could be a minute 25, it could be 46. It doesn't matter if it's longer or shorter than the replay you're trying to view. Just find a random replay that is green, or depending on your colorblind settings, yellow. And you want to name it something. Name it something simple. That way it's a lot easier to do. So, for example, I'm going to name this one 2. Now that this one's named, it will go over here to the bottom, and it'll be blue. Now, once you have this replay named, you want to press open replay folder, and it'll take you to here. Don't worry about all these unsaved replays. Just make sure you can find the one that you want to use. I forgot to mention while recording, to make it easier on yourself, find the old replay that you want to actually view and name it something simple like you just did with the other replay. So just like determine how big it is by the file size, or maybe you can determine it by the name. I actually forget. So as you can see, here are the 2 replays. You can see this one's a lot smaller compared to this, but that is alright. Now this is where the tricky part comes in. Make sure you don't mess this up. If you do, it's fine, just redo the steps. You want to rename the old replay. So this is the live event one. You see the bigger one, the old one I just showed. I want to name this to 2. Now Windows isn't going to let me do that, but you'll see what I'll do. So it's going to tell me to name it to 2, and then that 2 at the end. And then you want to change the one that you just named, the one that you can view normally, you want to change it to the old name of that. So I guess you could have copied it, or you could just change the name, but we both know it's sk. So I'm going to change it to sk. And then I want to remove the 2, the numbers, and make sure that the period is right next to this name. Now press enter and go back into Fortnite. Now as you can see, I can still view 2 and not view sk, which is the event obviously. But if I go into 2, I just swapped the 2. I just made Fortnite. I think I just swapped the 2 replays. So once I go into this replay, it should be the live event. It's not going to be exactly the same because the files aren't in the game anymore, but I'll get a rough understanding of where I was during what happened. As you can see, it's bugged because I'm in the storm. Then we're going to go over here, which is mid event. And as you can see, the elim goal on drone free, it shows the authority because, I told you some things would be bugged, but that is alright. As you can see, I'm in what would be the replay for the event. Here I am over here, ShadyBD, my old username. I'm going to change it back. So that is how to view old replay files in Fortnite. If this helped you out at all, please do leave a like. It actually helps so much. And be sure to subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is insane. I'll be able to get a supported creator code, which is something I've wanted forever. And yeah, see you all in the next video.